My
she
husband
lost
died.
2 of her children,
Kpaied my
her
only.
only children. She
Kids
lost
True
the 2 of
life
them
story.
one day.
Advice
And she
needed.
lost it in the process of them eating snacks that were brought home by the father. So the husband was going out to, so she asked the husband to get her some snails. It was actually snails that she told the husband to get her. So the husband went and he carried his who? Guess who he carried? He took along. So he bought the snacks. He was eating the snack. And then he told the snack seller to bring some for the wife. So the snack seller went and brought, packaged very well, and brought to him to take home for the wife. So somehow along the line, he went to eat himself and left the snacks there with the lady he was sitting with. It was this lady now that was with the snacks until he came back. So he came back to the snacks and got home. When he got home, called the wife and gave the wife the snacks. That's the snail. The wife said it was too late, that she wasn't going to be able to eat anything. That why did he come that late? She wasn't, because it was well after 11 p.m. So she said she declined. She didn't want to. So, but the children were still awake and they wanted to eat. She gave the children to eat. The children ate it, and the following morning the children didn't get up. They passed on. Are you surprised? The children, only 2 children she has, they passed on. So it was a serious matter. They took the children for autopsy, did everything they had to do, found out that it was food poisoning. And they didn't know where the food poisoning came from. They didn't know what to suspect or who to suspect or what to think of. So, but they were now trying to trace back to find out exactly where the food poisoning could have come from. Was it what they ate in the house? No. What they ate in the house, everybody ate with them. And everybody still the only thing they could isolate as being the only things the children ate alone was that snacks the man brought back in that midnight. That snacks alone. So the first thing they did was to go and apprehend the seller of the snacks. They went to his office, took him, bundled him, took him to the police for questioning. It was at that point that the guy now said that they should wait a minute, that they should sit properly and analyze what happened, that the snacks left them, and that the snacks that were taken to the children was from the same container, the same pot as all the snacks they sold that night, which the man also ate. How come it's only these children that were affected and other people weren't affected? So that something happened between that time the snacks was dropped on the table and the time the snack was taken home for the children. So the only missing gap was a lady that was seated on that desk. Sorry, that was seated on the chair, on the table with the guy when the snacks was brought. Because at the time, the guy left the snacks with the lady and went to ease himself. So they now had to look for the lady for questioning. And do you know who that lady is? Do you know who the lady is? Your gaze is as right my own. Your gaze is as right as my own. The side chick of the man. That was who. That was who. It was her that was sitting down the way the man went to ease himself. He left the snacks that was bought for his wife in the custody of his side chick and went to ease himself. What a effrontery. So the side chick laced it with something, targeted the wife. Okay, don't worry, let me not jump the gun. Let me tell you the way it happened. So by the time they now told the man to bring the phone number of the side chick, or that they should go to take him, he should take them to the house of the side chick, he refused. Can you imagine somebody whose 2 children, whose only children have passed on, he was still protecting the side chick? Maybe should you be that? Is it ordinary? He refused to give the information of the side chick. He didn't want her to be implicated. So luckily for some wise wives, she had the side chick's phone number. It was with her. She had it on her. So she quickly produced it and they used it to call the lady. They called her for questioning. She said she didn't know, she wasn't insulted, she wasn't concerned, she didn't know what happened. By the time police took her, Nigerian police trust them. When they want to get information from you, they will. They took her to the office for questioning, tortured her. Only one hand, she told the truth. She laid something on the snack. She laid some poison. But she didn't target the children. She was targeting the wife. What did the wife do to you? A woman you've never met before. Where did she offend you? That her boyfriend, which is the husband of the wife, promised her to buy her property, but the wife refused. The wife was now the one he bought the property for, that he didn't buy for her again. That's why she decided to terminate the life of the wife. Can you beat that? That is that lady that would have passed on. Only that she got home, they got home, maybe, I don't know, whether it's, she didn't eat the snacks. The children now ate the snacks, and that's how they pass on. So what do you see to this? What do you tell your fellow woman to do? Because she is now here at this comment section, waiting for our advice, waiting for direction, counsel on what to do. She said she cannot even sleep, she cannot even reason, that she's going gaga. We should please advise her on what to do, because now she has lost her 2 children. The only children she has lost. What does she do? Does she leave this marriage now, or does she stay, or she doesn't know what to do? Because this guy, she has already, her mind is off the man because of that level of not just nonchalance. So it's obvious that he preferred the side chick to his children and to even his wife. And so what was she still doing there? Because when he was told to produce the phone number of the side chick, he refused. He refused to produce the phone number. It was the wife. Luckily, thank God for some brave men, for brave women. It was the woman that brought the phone number. That phone number was what they used. So what do you say about this kind of an issue? What do you advise the lady to do now? Does she pack up her marriage, or does she still remain, or does she sue the man, or does she sue? But the case is with the police already. But she just wants us to advise her on what to do. Please, if you don't even know what to say, can just drop a word of encouragement to her, counsel, or if there's any story that you know that is similar to this, that can offer a kind of solace to her, that can give her some encouragement, some hope, you can drop it, or you can come up to the screen and let's hear you out. It's a service to humanity, you know. So that's it for today. So the next thing we want to look at is a similar story. This lady also, she had issues with her husband. The husband told her to move out of the home, that he didn't want her again, was showing her attitude, and repeatedly, after having 2 children for him too, and they had already combined money to build a property. They have moved into their own house. And this man now suddenly came up with the fact that he didn't want her again. She should move out. She didn't want any relationship with her again. And she had to invite her mother-in-law to wade into this matter. By the time the mother-in-law came, for the whole 1 week, the mother-in-law was in the house. The man was all nice, was all good to her, no problem. She didn't have any reason to complain to the mother-in-law again. So she let it go. She thought the man had changed. So by the time the mother-in-law left, within 2-3 weeks, the mother-in-law left. He started his old attitude again, telling her to should go, that he didn't want her again. Then one day, suddenly, he became so nice and then brought her suya. Suya is a kind of meat we eat with beef meat in Nigeria. So he brought her suya, said that the suya he brought was for the wife, and that the children, their own was different from the wife's own, that they shouldn't share with the wife. So this woman said she smelled a rat, and she was like, when did this man suddenly become this nice? So today, instead of buying her suya and separating it from the children's own, intuition. So she said she threw the suya into the trash can. She didn't eat it. She now ate the children's own with them. So the following morning, when they opened the door to go out to work, they found out that the only dog they had, her person, was lying lifeless on the compound. What happened? She now saw the dustbin, the wrap that was used in wrapping the suya was on the compound, littered everywhere. It was obvious that dog ate the suya, and it was obvious also that it was that suya that made the dog to pass on. So she was so terrified. She didn't need an oracle to tell her what happened. She quickly had to call the mother-in-law to come and see. She called the parents to come and see. By the time the parents came, they asked the man. The man denied. He said he didn't know anything. That it's not the same suya that all of them ate. That it's not his fault. That he didn't. The parents of the girl said they didn't want to know anything. Told the daughter, please go inside, pack your things, pack your children's things. Let's go. We want you alive. Before somebody would unalive you there. Let's go. The girl just went and packed all her things as much as she could, went to her parents' place and stayed. So now that she's at her parents' place, she's asking, what does she do? Does she sell? Because as she said, as she was leaving the husband's house, she took the documents of the land they bought, the house they built. She took it. So she's asking, does she sell the land or the property to recover her money so that she can be able to start her life all over again, or what does she do? Because she's not going back to that house, no matter what happens. She's never going to go back there. Said her parents have already advised her that she should leave the property. She said had the document, she should leave it. When the children grow up, they can at least have something that is that can belong to the children. So she's still saying that she still feels like selling the property and cutting off ties, everything that may have to connect her with the man that she wants to cut it off. So what do you advise her to do? Does she go ahead and sell the property? Because the parents have promised to give her money to start off. They promised to give her money. So what do you advise her to do? Does she sell the property and use the money, or does she leave the property for the children and do as the parents have advised her? So this is why we are here today, to say, please drop your own idea, your own counsel, your suggestion, so that these ladies will be able to take proper counsel. So thank you very much for always being there. Please like this video, share it, drop a comment at the comment section. Who knows who you can be helping by adding your own ideas, your own suggestions, your own views, by contributing your own quota to this issue, helping them sort themselves. It could be somebody that is close to you that eventually benefit from it, from the advice, because one thing that has happened to one person can also happen to another person, so that they will be able to know exactly what to do from this one. Thank you, and see you same time next week. Bye.